In 3, 2, 1. Hi there everyone, welcome to my channel or welcome back. My name is Rachael and my heater is going off again. If you saw my other video, which I have a link above, my heater went off, but please ignore that. I wanted to come to you guys with pros and cons of being a broadcast meteorologist, and this could also translate to just being a newscaster, someone who is on-air talent as well. So I do want to start with the pros. Let's start on a positive note, right? First pro, you're on TV and it looks so glamorous. It's cool. It's just a cool job. It might not be glamorous all the time, but it is a really cool job. Second pro, every day is a little bit different. The weather is always changing. Things are getting tweaked. Things are just, shifting slightly. So you're not doing the same thing exactly the same every day. You might need to use a different graphic. You might need to explain something a little bit differently. Something might have changed from your last shift. It just keeps you on your toes, keeps things exciting for you and also for the people who are watching you, who are taking in whatever it is that you are presenting. Next pro, and this is a big one. This third pro, this is a big one. Community. You build a community wherever you might land. Maybe you're there for a year, maybe you're there for a decade. You build this community of people who appreciate what it is that you're doing, the service that you're providing to them, whether it's a forecast, whether you're a journalist and you're telling stories, you're providing something, you're telling these people stories, or you're telling them a story of something that is going to affect them, i.e. the weather. So building that community, people that support you just because you are doing this service for them, that is a huge pro. And most people are so kind and so welcoming because they know, people come and go through these stations. Having that community, having that support. And then when you leave, wherever you are, those people, they pack up and they coming with you. I have people from my first station. I left there at this point 4 years ago. So those people are still on my social media pages, checking in every once in a while. So you build this community of people who appreciate you, people who like you for you and what you're doing and what you're bringing to this community. Let's talk about the cons. We had to get to it. I mentioned most people are nice. Most people are so kind and so welcoming. That's gonna be my number one con is gonna be that not everyone's nice. The people who are not nice, who are unkind, a lot of times that stings so that because you're just doing your best. And people, for whatever reason, they feel like they need to attack you. They need to come for you when you didn't send for them.
Don't come for me unless I send for you.
Nasty viewers are kind of just something that you will encounter. Even if you're the kindest person on earth, somebody is not going to like you. For some reason, they see positivity or not enough negativity and they feel like they need to throw their negative 2 cents in there. Because you're in this position, because you have this platform, in a lot of cases, you might be expected to just take it when that is just not okay. Just don't do that. That should not even be a thing. But some people still think that folks who are in this line of work should never say anything at all. And we are still people. We still have feelings. So negative viewers, that's definitely my top con of doing this line of work. Next con is, it can also be flipped into a pro as well, but it's moving around a lot. You have to be away from home. My first job, I was 1,000 miles away from home. I know people who have been even farther away from home for their first or second jobs. That's really hard. Even if you're not particularly like a homebody, it's hard to be away from your family. It's hard to be away from your friends. A lot of people move back, but a lot of people, they also don't start off in their home market. A lot of us have to work back to getting back home or getting back closer to home. That distance, because everyone moves around, okay? I work with someone in New England who is from Los Angeles. I know someone who is from Atlanta who had to go to Oregon to get her first job. So everyone does it because you've got to get your foot in the door. You have to get your foot in the door. But it is really hard, especially when it comes around to the holiday season. you know, families taking vacation, you can't afford a flight, you can't afford to get there. So you do feel like you miss out because you are farther away. Third con, there are other pros, there are other cons, but we'll just do 3 and 3. It can be a very high stress environment. Anxiety can run very high. You know, you've got weather alerts coming out, you've got to worry about, depending on where you are, tornadoes, severe weather, hurricanes, snowstorms, blizzards, and there is a difference between just a snowstorm and a blizzard. I digress. It can be a very high stress job, even for journalists, especially for journalists as well. So you do need to figure out ways to manage it, whether that's stepping away. And I could do a separate video on how to try and manage stress. I'm not the greatest at it, I will admit. I've been doing this for 7 years now, but I'm still having issues with how to manage stress. That's kind of what a newsroom boils down to. It's a lot of emotions that can come through a newsroom on any given day, depending on what is going on. So you just have to figure out how to cope with these. If you have any other video suggestions, go ahead. You know where to leave them in the comment section. You can also find me on social media as well. You can leave some video suggestions over on social media as well, but I'll find them quicker if you leave them in the comments. So I want to thank you so much for watching. Thank you for putting up with me not looking in the right spot. As usual, I don't think I'm gonna get over that. Thank you so much for spending some of your time with me. I very, very much appreciate it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you wanna see more in my life, in the life of a broadcast television meteorologist. And I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.